The Foundation for the Well-Being of Minors, also known as FEBEM or CASA, is an institution for kids under the age of 18 who commit a crime. Sentenced from 6 months to 3 years, it is here that they pay a social educational penalty to society, studying, receiving vocational training, participating in cultural and sporting activities like music, theater, and skateboarding. Because some of these kids have committed serious crimes, I had my doubts about skateboarding in a youth prison. But they were soon laid to rest by an energetic, passionate group of young men. Boys who had been lost, but now on the path to self-discovery through skateboarding.
The first time you went to the FEBEM to teach, to share, what goals did you have in mind? Were you actually trying to teach just tricks, or is it just the lifestyle? What are you trying to communicate to the kids?
Well, initially I went over there to teach some tricks. But I know that in the learning of any trick, you need to use power, determination, strength, and courage. And these attributes you also use in life. So every time you teach a trick, you can teach a way of living, a different way of living. So I think it's both things. You teach a trick and a life lesson together.
Okay, but you started going there on your own for a long time before they actually hired you to come in and teach. So you were doing it just to do it. And then suddenly it turned into a program now, right?
It's true. In the beginning it was hard because of the background of those kids and myself. They are poor kids. They don't have support to study, no support for food, for living and health. And for me it was like this too. When I decided to get involved, the only difference between us was that I rode a skateboard, and I understood that skateboarding could help in life. So the beginning was hard, when it was all voluntary work. I didn't have money to do it. I had to jump train station walls to get the train. It took a lot of hours to get there, and I barely ate anything. It took a lot to make it happen. But I was not tired or sad, because what fed me and gave me strength and power was the thought that through skateboarding I could give a life lesson and get a smile out of a kid that comes from a sad place and did something sad in his life.
We're connected. We're all connected now because we ride skateboards. Without the skateboard, you know, they're just here and I'm just out there, but with the skateboard, we're all together.
Tá feliz dele estar aí.
He said they all happy that you're here.
Oh, thank you. It's good to be here.
Muito bom.
Yes.
I want to know how many of these guys are going to keep skateboarding after.
Ele quer saber quantos de vocês vão continuar andando de skate e mostrando aqui.
I want to know how many guys are going to come back in here. That's good. That's good. Just Sandro. You'll be in here. What kind of relationships have you formed with these kids?
Actually, all of them get out of there at some point. A lot of them I never see again, and And some I see around and it seems like they didn't learn their lesson. They're still making the same mistakes. And some get back to work, back to their social life, not connected to skateboarding. And some keep skating. That's what makes me happy.
So most of the times, the only motivation you can find, I guess, is just looking for that smile, that sense of happiness, even if it's only for that moment. Maybe it doesn't last then, but maybe somewhere in the future they remember.
I have a hope for this. And what I tell them is that if they never step on a skateboard again, they should apply this strength, this determination, this courage to fall and get up again that they learned from skateboarding to their everyday life. Be it studying, the family, a loving relationship, or even on the job. I think that everything that the skateboard can teach, when you apply it to your life, to your day-to-day, you can use all this in all the occasions that I mentioned. Love, family, and work.
That's good, man.
Despite the distance, despite the different countries we live in, and the different cultures, skateboarding unites us. Make us speak the same language. The thinking has to be the same. And what beats inside here, beats inside there too. And everything we talk about now, I think the mission is that we don't stop here. The mission continues. There is a lot of work to be done. And until that's done, you can be sure that I will keep at it.
All right. Hi. You're crazy, man.